and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here today, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. And for all my returning subscribers, welcome to another video by your ultimate fave who's ultimately hungry. And you guys know when you see foil, you know what time it is. What time is it? It's that time. I've got 9 nails, ne? Before I get started, I've got 9 nails. And let me just tell you guys, I was in the worst rack. I don't even want to tell that story because I'm a changed woman. I've rebranded. But anyway, without jumping too much into talking, I know how you guys hate it when I talk for too long, so I'm really sorry about that. I'm just gonna open here and show you guys what I'm eating today. So I am having a seafood boil from _kitchen_SA. I know that's right. Actually, let me take off my watch because I'm hungry. So guys, I'm having a seafood boil from _kitchen. They came up with like a new menu. So this is like the garlic butter chicken boil. I'm not entirely sure how big it is, how much it costs, because I think it's like one of the new ones. So I'm just gonna take a bite before I go in because I'm so hungry. I've been waiting to film this all day. I'm probably gonna finish this. Okay, let me give you guys a bite. That's what I'm having. So I'm having calamari. Naledi and seafood are friends. Match made in heaven. Was meant to be. So anyway, as you guys can see, this is a story time. And initially I wanted to tell the story of what happened to my broken nail. But I thought, you know what, I've rebranded, I've changed. The girly has changed. So I'm gonna tell you guys my Mary Magdalene stories back in Varsity of how I ended up at a party with all 3 of my, I guess one of them was still my man at the time, and then my ex was also there, and then there was this other nigga that I was seeing at the time. So without, let me put some lemon. Without rambling too much, I'm gonna jump straight into the story because I am so hungry. It's insane. It's embarrassing. So guys, this story happened when I was in Varsity, how I ended up at a party with Jerome and then my high school ex. For story's sake, I'll call him Jason because he also plays a very pivotal part of the story. And then there was this other guy that I met at Varsity, and for story's sake, I'm gonna call him Keith, right? So, in high school, I had this ex that I dated for like 2.5 years. I think almost 3, because we kind of tried it when we went into Varsity, but that's when I met Jerome, and it kind of sort of didn't work out. But we went to the same university, right? Because we loved each other, so I wanted him to come to Monash. So essentially, Jason ended up at Monash for like the first year. His first year where he was at Monash. And then he obviously went to another university. But before he went there, let me get this started. So when this happened, I was dating Jerome. And you guys know, you know that Jerome was giving me issues as per usual. So while I was dating Jerome, and while Jerome was cheating with the whole of South Africa, I met this guy on campus, Keith. Now Keith was also new on campus. This was when Monash was still fresh, man. When it still had a few, like the whole school had a lot of people from other countries. So the South African squad was quite small, right? So we all knew each other, but we all got to know each other. And because I'm loud, I was always on campus. People kind of knew who I was, type of thing. Because I'm loud. So while I was on campus, I met this guy called Keith. And if I had known how close to home Keith was, I would have never done it. But I didn't. So Keith and I started hanging out on campus, right? So he liked me, and like we liked each other, we got along, but we started off as friends. We would always go to Featherbrook. Anybody who went to Monash knows, you know Featherbrook, right? At Monash, we only had like 2 restaurants. It was Chill Out, and it was that other one by the library. I forgot what it's called. But we didn't have nice food, so a lot of the time we would go to Featherbrook because Featherbrook had like lots of restaurants and it had like shops. It was like it's a shopping center, yeah. So because it was up the road, we'd always go there. So it had like Wimpy and it had this other restaurant before it became Nando's and things like that. So Keith and I started by going out as friends a lot. Every time I would go out to go have lunch, he'd ask me where I was and then he'd meet me there. And I even remember he was supposed to take me out on a date. I don't know where that ended up, but he was just so sweet. He would buy me lunch at school. What? Now, this is where things get tricky. Now, Keith had told me that he was dating at the time this girl who was cousins with someone I went to high school with, right? So, Dash Kitchen, I love you guys. Never stop what you're doing. Continue. This is the content that we love to see. So anyway, Keith then told me that, oh, actually, you know my girlfriend, because we were obviously friends, so we talk about this. Keith knew I was dating Jerome, and even though he liked me, he obviously respected the fact that I was with Jerome. But I would tell him everything about how Jerome obviously was mistreating me and things like that and whatnot. This, that, and the third. So, Keith being Keith, he was that friend you're not supposed to have when your man's is cheating. Let me tell you something about those friends that you have when your relationship is in turmoil. Those are the friends who always try their luck. And not to say that I wasn't feeling the boy, because I was. I ended up liking him a lot because he was so sincere when it came to me. Like, I love Keith. That's why I gave him that name, Keith. Because you know all the good guys' names are Keith, man. You ain't never met no bad Keith. Keith? No. So far, just beautiful. I'm talking about the phones. Keith and I, we started spending a lot of time together. So people would obviously start assuming we'd be in the library together, we'd be on campus together, we'd go to lunch together. He would even buy me lunch at school. So you know, man's was manning. Okay. One day, right, Keith tells me, I'm gonna be honest, I'm feeling you a lot. Like, I really like you. P.S. I love garlic, so this makes me happy. Oh guys, look at that. Look at that. So then one day, Keith comes clean about the fact that, I really like you and I want to be more than just your friend, right? So I'm like, Ibo, Keith, you like me? And he's like, yeah, Naledi, like I like you. I'm even at a point where I want to leave my girl. So let's call her Stacy. He was dating Stacy. Stacy obviously told him how we know each other because in high school, Stacy's cousin was one of my good friends. Not after she dragged me on Twitter. But you know what? It happened years ago. We forgave each other, so it's fine. Okay. Keith tells me, dude, me, I'm feeling you, and me, I want to be with you. So I'm like, what about Stacy? Man, just stay some shit. Why are you leaving Stacy when you want to be with me? He's like, dude, I don't want Stacy anymore. I want you. Now, I don't know if Stacy also started seeing the fact that we were spending too much time together and asked him, like, dude, what is going on between you and Naledi, bro? But what I do remember is that he came clean to Stacy and he told Stacy, me, I want Naledi, bro. Stacy was not having it. Stacy, what? He was like, yeah, I want Naledi. And Stacy was like, and then when you want Naledi, where's Jerome supposed to go? Because you know Naledi's got a boyfriend, right? And he's like, you know what, nah? There's a lot of things you obviously don't know about Naledi. But I'm telling you now, I want Naledi. I don't know if he said it like that, but he came clean about the fact that he was catering for the girl, right? And you know what? I commend him for that because he was an honest guy. Stacey was like, don't mess with my man. Back it to you, got my girls and my man. Okay. So one day, Stacey tried it. Eh? One day, Stacey, I don't know who started in whose DMs first, but Stacey, I think it was Stacey. She jumped in Jerome's DMs, or Jerome jumped in her DMs. I don't know, right? And then Stacey made a tweet, and she was like, basically, this girl's man is in my DMs. That girl being me, your girl, your fave, me, my man, Jerome, Jeruzi is in people's DMs. I don't know what they were talking about. It seemed innocent, but obviously the tweet alluded to the fact that your man is in my DMs. So, so me, because I know that this girl now knew the truth, because obviously Keith told me that, hey bro, me I came clean to Stacey. I want to be with you. And then me and Jerome, it was a countdown to turmoil from that point. Fine, she makes a tweet, guys. She's like, no, your man is in my DMs. Now, I don't remember what my response to that was, right? But I asked Jerome, what the fuck is she talking about? Because I mean, I liked Keith, but I still love Jerome. And now Jason was at school, and I love Jason. I always love Jason. Jason's like my high school love. I always love Jason. But my mind wasn't focused on Jason. My mind was focused on Jerome. So I asked Jerome, I don't know why I got the sudden feeling that she's talking about Jerome. But it's because I probably knew that she knew about me. And she had been subbing me here and there. Oh! She went and told Keith that Jerome is in her DMs. So Keith came and told me that, hey, Jerome is in Stacey's DMs. So he didn't really care, because he was like, dude, alright man, let them do what they want to do. Me, I want to do what we want to do with you. Together forever. Ngathi awu mengana ba together. Yabona Jerome, yes in Keith, mana ndeza. Yabona Jerome, hey wena. So I fine. Then I get upset, because you guys know me, when I get upset, I get upset. I don't know then how the back and forth began. I think we started subbing each other. And then it became like a Twitter war. It became a tour. Then her cousins jumped in. Her cousin, not the other one. Not the other cousin. The cousin jumped in. The cousin I was friends with. She jumps in, because now we're having a back and forth. And then she was like, yeah, your man's is in my DMs. So I think I dropped screenshots. And I'm like, too bad, because your man's is in my WhatsApp. And I dropped screenshots because I'm messy. But I'm not that girl. I've rebranded. Me, I've changed. Don't take me back to that girl. Do not take me back to that girl. Because I can go back. It's like a switch. It's on and it's off. I now started being a back and forth. Now we're calling each other out. For each other's men. Now she's like, on some bitch, keep him because your man wants me. And I'm like, bruh. They both want me. But it's okay. Continue when I Helen of Troy. Continue. Man's up. Because Jerome obviously wasn't feeling the girl. He was like, no, I don't know who she is. She just jumped in my DMs. Well, at least we think she did, because he could be a liar, as per usual. Guys, the cousin jumps in. Now they're dragging me. They're dragging me for my looks, right? They're dragging me for a lot, and obviously it obviously trended. It didn't trend. I don't remember if it trended, but obviously everyone was watching the mess unfold on Twitter. And then Jerome jumped in and said, well, I don't want you, and you know that. What the f are you doing? Because now Jerome doesn't know that I'm talking to Keith and I'm whatever. So she told him that as a matter of factually, your girl is busy with my man. And he was like, what?
Why would you say that?
Fix it.
Why would you say that?
And I'm like, Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson. But Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson. Okay, fine, guys. So it becomes a mess that night, fine, on the timeline. Jerome stands by me, which I applaud him for doing, standing by me. Because I think the person who caught the biggest L that night was Keith. For obviously, he didn't stand up for anything, he didn't do anything, he just came quiet and he's like, dude, you know how I feel about you, but I don't like you moving messy. Okay, fine. Keith and I, we put it on ice for a little bit, right? You know, decide, let me put Keith on ice. Keith also says, let me put Naledi on ice because Naledi's moving messy. Until this one fateful day. This one day, I don't know when we started getting back on talking terms, but it was very cordial. Guys, I know it seems like there's a lot of oil in here, but the sauce is garlic butter. So it's like buttery, that's the thing. It's not too oily, it's actually buttery. High five! Then, then we went to this party that they used to host in Pretoria called Rag. Was it Rag? Or Rage? It was Rag. Now we're all planning to go to Rag as friends. But I wasn't planning to go with Keith. I was trying to go with my other friends. No problem, my cousins actually. So fine, no. We planned to go to Rag. Now everyone from Monash was going to Rag that night. I remember. Because I saw a lot of people from school. To go there, my cousins tell me, Naledi, we just want to give you a heads up that we're going to be traveling with Jason and his friends. I'm like, what? Like, yup. Right there. Now I've got a problem. Because now, I'm going to Rag to go meet Jerome at Rag, right? So I'm going with my cousins, who unfortunately happen to be going with Jason.
There's a lot going on here.
Bye. So initially, I felt extremely uneasy about it. However, I was like, I can't let seeing Jason stop me from going to Rag. It's fine. And we were traveling in different cars. So Jason was traveling in one car with his friends because he also didn't want to be in the same car as me because we still loved each other, so things were still really tense, right? So good. Wine time. Alright, fine. Jason and I, we don't say much to each other. Not a problem. We get to Rag. Now, Jason was mad at me because I left him for Jerome, right? And to be really honest with you guys, Jason and I will forever love each other. Like forever. Like I said this in another video. Like Jason's gonna be my baby daddy, right? But at the time, I wanted to explore. I wanted to see different things. You understand? Like, and Jerome had a car. He was showing me life, good times. And I mean, I'm 19, so going out was on my mind, you know? Like, if I had to think about it now, I wish I had never left Jason. But I mean, we're getting married anyway, so. So we get to Rag. As soon as we get to Rag, there's a long line to get in. Now, Jerome came with his friends from the hood where we grew up and my cousin. Jason and I, we were traveling from school to this party because I was sleeping at school with my other cousins, right? So we're all a big family, but we're all friends with each other. Get there, now we link up with Jason, no problem. What about Jerome? Jerome gets there, he sees me there with Jason. Jerome doesn't sweat because he's a cheater. That's why he didn't sweat, because he's a cheater. Hi, greets Jason. Jason's just on some, I mean, I guess, whatever. I don't really like you, bro. And Jerome was like, bro, I don't even like you too, but whatever, let's rock. We all get in. Now, I'm walking in with 2 of the niggas. Yo! I'm walking on with 2 of the niggas that I love. Hi? Oh, my mom would kill me if she was alive. Why you feeling my waiting? But she's not here now, so okay, dog joke. Let's get rid of the dog humor. Everything is still very civil because obviously I'm no longer with Jason. Jason was seeing this other girl from school that I didn't particularly like, but we don't got beef, so that's fine. So find a place to sit, we sit. We all somehow end up in close proximity. So if Jerome and I and my cousins were here, Jason is right there with his friends and his cousins. No, with his friends and my other cousins, right? So now we're chilling, guys. Now we're chilling, we're drinking. Now it's a good time. Now it's vibes. I don't know at which point in the evening Keith pops up, bro. Keith comes to greet my cousins that are at Monash, so they're girls. He comes to greet those cousins that we came with, right? And he obviously greets me, but everything is still very cordial because we still weren't drunk. We were still sober, so we were still acting like grown-ups. And then he gives me like a very like civil hi, and he's like, dude, like I really hope like we squashed it because I care about you. And I'm like, dude, out of all these men, I missed you the most. Yeah, okay, fine. Maybe I was a bit of a Mary Magdalene, okay? But that's fine because men are also Mary Magdalenes and we should play them as much as we can. But not Keith. So I find Keith comes. Yo, this prawn is so nice and big. Look at it. Keith comes. He greets me like very civilly because now Jerome is there. But Jerome was such a danda. You see, if I was a smart girl and I wasn't in it for love, I could have cheated on Jerome. I mean, I did though, but that's not the point. The point is that I could have at that time, which I probably did that night because I did. But the point is, I did what I had to do. Keith comes, greets me, very civil, and then he keeps it moving. And now Keith is also in close proximity, but he's a bit further down. He's there. Jason is here, Jerome and Naledi are here. Now all 3 of my boyfriends are at Groove. Now obviously, I have to put them on the roster and make sure that I spend some time with Jerizi, then I go to JCZ, and then when I pass by to Keith to obviously remind him, I mean, look, though, that still look good though. I don't know at which point in the night Jerome decides to get sloshed, slizzard, drunk, turned up in the air. I don't know. But Jerome decides, it's manch. But I mean, rightfully so, because he was a groove. Yo, guys, look at this garlic. Oh my god, I can't get enough of this. Oh, guys, please don't look at my crap ass nail. I'm begging you. So, Jerome gets drunk. And like, not like drunk, but he gets drunk like he ends up sleeping on a chair, on a camp chair, I think, or something like that. And then when he sleeps, that's when the roster had to change now. Because now, I'm not doing a night shift and a morning shift and a during the day. Now I'm doing a morning and a night shift. Now I have to like really work my way through this. As Jerome gets drunk, I mean, I'll go talk to Jason. Now we're rekindling, we're missing what we had with each other. We kissed. But that's not the point. The point is, Aibo! My nail cracked! The devil is working overtime here by me with my nails. So at some point in the evening, Jason and I kiss. I was young. And I was a little bit of thought. But that's okay too. Jason and I kiss. Now Jason and I are talking about rekindling what we had, because apparently Jason actually reminded us we were gone for like 40 minutes and Jerome didn't even notice because his drunk ass was drunk. So Jason and I make amends because obviously we weren't getting along because I left him for Jerome. I share some story that I'm actually not happy with Jerome. I miss him. Because, no, I didn't share a story. I actually really missed him. Fine. Jason and I have a little bit of an affair. And then he goes back to his friends. I care. Now it's almost time to leave. Now I've been going to Keith, obviously chilling with him for like a second or two. Keith would ask me, are you fine? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm good. I mean, I had 3 niggas checking on me that night. One thing about your girl. When your girl wants to go into hoe mode, she does. Now the night comes to an end, guys. Now it's time to go home. Now it's time to leave. Now everybody's drunk. Me, Jason, Jerome, Keith, everybody, my cousins, everybody. Man, everybody. Now, we're walking back to the cars, right? And at that place where they were hosting that rag, or was it homecoming? I think it was homecoming. There's a gate, there's like a fence, because we were inside like some open grassy land, some sort of a park, but it was like a big park. Now it's time to go home. Now you know how it gets when like it's time to go home. People don't want to go, they linger in the parking lot. I remember that time. My male cousin that night had a taser. Oh my god. Guys, my cousins were always problematic. I'm standing outside waiting for everyone to obviously reconvene. We're checking the roster that everyone is there and stuff like that. Then I see Keith. Now I'm drunk and now I obviously want to talk to Keith because now I've kissed Jason. Jerome is drunk and now, I mean, gotta keep all your hoes in check. If you really want to be a good person, you gotta keep all your hoes happy. You know what I'm saying? So I go and talk to Keith. I don't know how we started talking, but we started talking. Keith starts getting upset. He's like, Naledi, how could you do that to me? How could you make me a pawn in your little game when you knew that you had no intention of leaving Jerome? And I'm like, of course I had every intention of leaving Jerome. I love you.
Stop the cap.
I love you. Keith, Keith, I can love 3 people at the same time. That doesn't mean I love you any less. I love you guys all equally, 33.3%, all of you. If you say 33.3%, 10.3%, that's 100%. That's all the love that I have to give. I'm giving you the best that I got. I was like, no, Naledi. Actually, you're taking me for a boost. You're taking me for a boost. And I'm like, Keith, you know what I've been through, you know? Now tears are flowing. No. Jason, I don't know where he was, but Jason was somewhere else. Jerome was blacked out and he was with my male cousin because they were going back to Spreadview. Keith and I started having a lover's call. No, Naledi, yeah, I was just to me, I loved you. I'm like, dude, how do you unlove me in a day? I'm lovable. What do you even mean? Jason, I tell him no. You know what, Jason, ne? It's getting loud, it's getting emotional. Even the friends are asking us, hi, Jason. No, no, I'm like saying, Keith. Hey, yo, guys, I'm even losing track of all the people. I'm like, Keith, it's getting emotional. I can tell you're upset with me, so I'm gonna go. Because Nafuti, everyone was leaving. But so what Keith did. Keith, he was like, no, you're gonna listen to me this time because I've been listening to you. I'm like,
no, I understand, but I will be breaking the rules. We have rules in this place, so we have to. No, we can't. I have rules also.
What tone are you using with me, sir? As I try to leave, he pushes me against the fence, so I'm just like, I'm so sorry. Because, I mean, I felt like I was on a scene of Telemundo and we were having like such an intense lovers quarrel. And I'm so surprised that I never got caught. I mean, though, I'm a slick Rick though. But like, he was like, no, you're gonna hear me. I'm like, Keith. But like, he was like, no, I want you to hear me this time. I love you, Naledi. I love you. Why can't you see that I love you? I'm like, you love me? Now that's 3 niggas that love me. I'm lovable. I told y'all, I've got enough love to give. Everyone can get a piece of love. And Keith and I, we also kissed, but that was at a different point. Keith, I love you too, but you need to stop. And he's like, come home with me. I'm like, I can't. Well, no, I can't. And he's like, I left Stacy for you. And I'm like, Mara, Keith, did we have a discussion that you must leave Stacy? Did I say you must leave Stacy? I thought our situation was situated. Now all of a sudden, now you make me feel bad, left me for Stacy. Left Stacy for me. But you knew that I was in a little bit of a predicament. You knew that I was in a little bit of an entanglement. You knew that I was a little bit encumbered with Jerome because Jerome had my heart. So it's like, how am I just gonna wake up and leave Jerome for you? When Jerome, I left Jason for Jerome. Now let's get up and leave Jerome for Keith. What's next? So eventually we had a fight that night, like we had like an argument, and then we kissed. Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson. We kind of ended up really vibing, and I guess you could say we were dating because we acted like boyfriend and girlfriend. But then it all got fucked up when Drake came into the picture. Drake fucked up the rotation, and the rotation was rotating. That is why. That's essentially what happened, guys. That's how I finessed all three of them that night. And that's how I got dragged on Twitter for a man. And that's how I got labeled a homewrecker and any other thing that people wanted to call me to satisfy their pain and hurt. Huh? I mean, I actually really, I'm not proud, but I really did kiss 3 guys in one night, and it was fun. Keith was one of the good guys, and at the time I wasn't really into good guys. I was into bad boys. I was into thugs. I was into I'm from the hood. I was into Naledi. You know, I was into Naledi Wazala. I was like, yes. So I was into that, but if I could sit now and think of who I would date out of all 3 of them, it would probably be Keith. You know, and Jason. Definitely never Jerome. It can never be Jerome. It can never, ever be Jerome. But that's what happened, guys. That's how I finished 3 niggas. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the story, even though you couldn't see the emotions because I was too busy eating. But yeah, no, this was so good. Seafood boils are the best invention that whoever came up with. You understand? You know when you're eating Nandi and you have to go. That is it, guys. I am so full. I ate the whole thing basically. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. And if you guys want to try this new garlic butter from Dash Kitchen, make sure to hit them up. It's dashkitchen_SA on Instagram and on Twitter. You can order from them, but their food is absolutely delicious. Please comment down below and let me know if you guys want to see any other story times or any other mukbangs, and let me know what you would like to see me eat on the channel, because I feel like I'm one person who eats the same thing all the time. So I am really open to suggestions. I would love for you guys to let me know what you'd like to see me eat. Even if it's dessert, probably not dessert. I don't really like dessert. I like brownies. That counts. But that is it, guys. That is the end of my video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We are finally on our way to 110,000 subscribers. We're gunning for 150. I'm really hoping to get to 150 by the end of this year. So I hope we can make that happen. But until then, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next mukbang.